to Nigeria, and we're doing that through the door return with Professor Shoyinka.
Thank you.
Koma bodo baje, tori kosi bomiro chi alelo, ajo de babile, eka sofo woko kosi mofokon, be kemi be.
A reflection of Nigeria in true identity. And I want to thank all of you for being who you are and what you are for Nigeria. I salute all the cultural affinities, bonds that existed between all of us, for all of us. And my young lady, how are you? You're fine. Very, very good. Ajiboye, I could see the TV program that you embark on the campaign of culture, diversity, peace, development, and progress. To all of you here, Nigeria is a country of diverse nature, and Nigeria that is welcoming to all of us. Nigeria has changed from the election that I won. The bold endeavors that we embark upon is to reform the country, bring Nigeria to the forefront of the continent of Africa, get a sense of dedication, commitment, and transformation that will be for our children yet unborn. I am a very proud Nigerian, and I believe you are a pride to our country. You will be the same. For us, it has been a very long journey for our leaders. But we are a generation that is caring with foresight, determination, commitment, and courage to change the history of our continent. I'm proudly standing before you, making a commitment to all of you that Nigeria will be changed for the good of all of us and for the benefit and prosperity of all our citizens. We give priority to development. Once upon a time, we can look back on history with heart that Brazil and Nigeria were on the same level of development. Look at us today and look at Brazil. It is necessary for you to be challenged, and we are. Personally, I am challenged, ready to work, ready to bring the image of that country to the same level in the continent. And yes, we can do it. There's nothing we set our mind to that we cannot do. Look at the technological development of this country. Look at the ability of this nation to achieve food sovereignty. Just imagine. What do they have that we don't have? We have everything. We have the brain. We have the energy. Yes. We have the population, yes, the youth, I salute the president of diaspora leadership here for reflecting that diversity to bring prosperity to all of us. What I want to do is work hard. The transformation that is ongoing is for all of us. It should be supported. Reforms initially was extremely difficult for our people to get. But just like any medication for malaria, aspirin, and all of that, it could be bitter to take initially. But when you are healthy, you know the education works. To us, we can manufacture, we can develop, we can design, we can build a nation that works purposefully and prosperously for all of us. So our brothers who are about ready to take a voyage with our Nobel laureate, I'm part of that support. The dream was then when I was the governor of Lagos State, and we started it, but I didn't believe that the opportunity of becoming the president will ever come back to me. It did, and now that I am in charge, I will encourage the fulfillment of that dream. And if Wole Soyinka at over 90 is doing this, for all of you, we will all be challenged to ensure that we realize that dream and make it a reality. To all of you, I say thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.
But let me say that all these things have happened because of one simple factor, Excellency. Throughout the history of any organized society, the power to change the course of mankind has always been vested in the leaders. And that is what we are seeing here today. In just 2 years, everything has happened in Nigeria, from the major reforms that the president has instituted, removal of subsidy, unification of the foreign exchange, and all the other reforms. And only yesterday, Mr. President, listening to President Lula, he said something about the reformation of their tax system here. This is something that I know took a long struggle to do in Nigeria. But Mr. President was insisting because he knew the direction that he was going. He insisted, and today we have a tax regime that will help all the reform program of Mr. President in our country. Our children that are unable to go to school on account of the fact that either their parents or their guardians are unable to pay for their school fees is no longer the case. As we speak, over 90 billion naira has already been committed to that. Students are no longer going out of school simply on account of the inability of their parents or guardians not to pay for their school fees or for their upkeep. I think this is very, very important. This from north to south, from east to west, nobody, you don't need to know anyone. Just as Governor Obasani has said, you don't need to know anyone to get anything from the central bank. You don't need to know anyone to enroll in school. Once you are able to go to school, you'll be able to go to school today. This is unprecedented. It has never happened in the history of our country. And all the reforms that is present, he talked about livestock. This is a potentially over 30 trillion naira economy. My brothers and sisters from the northern part of the country, before now, the livestock ministry was just a unit under the Ministry of Agriculture. Today, Mr. President has brought that to life. And what we are seeing here in Brazil, because the model that the president is also taking from Brazil here in livestock, in piggery, in other sectors concerning related to that, is aimed at transforming the kind of economy that we all desire to have. Mr. President, what we have done in just 2 years is unprecedented. Sometimes when we go out to roll out all these programs and policies of government, and this is happening just at the midterm of the first mandate that you have in 2 years. Just imagine what is going to happen. Only yesterday, we had the BASA, the Bilateral Air Services Agreement, linking this part of the world, Brazil and Nigeria. And Mr. President said something that it was possible to swim from here across the Atlantic to reach there. So when I heard my sister, PPP talking about the regatta that is coming up around October this year, and I said, well, we are going to do that beforehand, because tonight we are flying Airbus to Nigeria in 7 hours. So we're not even waiting for that regatta to happen. Same thing with the cargo. Your Excellency, this is not a night for speeches. I know that if we have the time from now till morning, we'll be reeling out all the reforms that Mr. President has done. But what I want to tell you is that Nigeria has changed. It is what Nigeria of yesteryear. This is it. You have a destination. Everyone. Nigeria is now a darling of everyone. Everyone wants to come to Nigeria. And I'm happy that our brothers and sisters in Brazil are not being left behind. They are gearing up to join this. In any case, we've had 350 years of slavery. We are now changing that. Like President Lula said yesterday, it's not just for economy. It's not just for financial re-engineering. It is also a connection of history, of culture, of tradition, and of common heritage and humanity that all of us crave to have. Thank you, Excellency, for giving me this opportunity.